so we started by saying that there's really a bewildering choice out there.
Okay.
21 by 9, and I'm just sort of now trying to help people make up their minds. Is it too early right now to say this is something which
I think the question is, do we need it?
You really
Too early is one thing. Sometimes I feel technology is being forced upon us. 21 by 9. Now, yes, it looks nicer.
Okay, now the other one, the media player. There, again, that's I think something else we have to do a full episode of Gadget Guru. And there are lots and lots of ways of distributing your files all around.
Absolutely. PS3s, Xbox 360s, hubs that you actually have just only to pick up the content, and then those...
And don't forget the trusty iPod dock, which is one way of simply doing it. You just plug it in and play it out from there.
That scraping the bottom of the barrel, yeah. But seriously speaking, yes, I don't really understand anybody who wouldn't have a digital converter or a hub connected to a television anymore. We are consuming all of our media digitally. Why do we want to do it on small computers and screens and netbooks? When you can have an entire television set that plays it out for you, when you can have your entire home theater system that plays it out, or a great audio system. Why would you keep it to little tinky devices? So I think anybody and everybody should move to media hubs. Best thing, this was an expensive one, it does it all. It starts at $49 upwards to get a small little digital hub.
Yeah, and I think we should do a full shoot out of that as well.
Absolutely.
Okay, let's just shift focus a little bit. Something which is being advertised as the world's smallest netbook.
And most economical netbook.
Well, yes, that's one way of looking at it. The other way of looking at it, it's essentially a mobile phone which is being marketed differently.
Yes,
This is the Alcatel, of course.
So the Alcatel is actually interesting. It's a very nice way of telling the market the world's smallest and the most economical netbook. But then are you setting expectations that are too high?
Okay, Karan, so this is being marketed as the world's smallest netbook. It doesn't look exactly like any other mobile phone that we've seen. But is it setting expectations too high? Does it come close to a netbook in functionality?
Well, Vikram, it's definitely an amazing looking phone though, and yes, I have to admit it does look like a very small Lilliputian netbook as well. But having said all that, it's still very much an entry-level smartphone.
Okay, Karan, I know it looks very, very different, that form factor, unusual to say the least, but priced very well, very affordable for a netbook. But what's the target audience? It really is essentially just a mobile phone, right?
Well, Rajiv, I think one look at the phone and I think it says it all. It looks good. It's affordable, it's entry level, so I think obviously the market is the younger generation who are looking at something affordable and yet stylish. But having said that, I think the product does have a lot more than just the looks.
A clamshell phone with the look and feel of a miniature netbook, Alcatel's Ice Cube is wrapped in reflective chrome skin that comes in multicolors. It features a full QWERTY keypad, a 2.4-inch QVGA internal display, and a 1.1-inch external monochrome OLED display to alert you of incoming calls and messages. While the phone is pretty high on looks, it has an array of pretty standard features to boast of, like Bluetooth 2.0 connectivity, an integrated MP3 player, a 2-megapixel camera, and an external memory slot of up to 2 GB.
But there is one feature where the phone is in fact very prominent, and that is social networking. There's nothing new about that, as this seems to be the selling point for most of the phone in sub 10,000 category. They all boast of dedicated keys for instant messaging, chatting, messengers, you talk about it. Now this phone will cost you about 7,000 rupees. So is it really worth it?
Boasting a super speedy Opera Mini 4, the phone is designed with instant messaging and social networking in mind. It's compatible with all major social networking apps, as well as email and webcam functions, which can be made functional with phone's 2-megapixel camera.
Now it's safe to say, like most of the other phones from the Alcatel brand, this one is also very much an entry-level phone. But it's also safe to say that this is not your everyday entry-level phone, at least not when it comes to the design part.
You know, Rajiv, that's another category that's going to see lots and lots of confusion this year. Netbook meets the mobile phone, somewhere along the way now you got the tablets coming in.
Yeah, and
I think
then
we're going to earn our wages this year, right? Trying to decipher all sorts of televisions, media hubs, smartphones, net phones,
you hit the nail on the head. You know why we're going to do all this? Because you and me actually said it on the show. 2009 was too boring, nothing happened. They've hit us back with a vengeance. They say it comes back to bite you, and how?
2010. I mean, take a look at 2010 already. Where are we? April right now?
Yeah.
Look at what's already happened in 2010.
No, you're totally
I
right.
mean, just look at the launch of that. The first 2 days of the iPad alone probably makes up for all of 2009 from the point of view of buzz and hype and excitement.
Yeah, from
and
the point of view of
hysteria
Apple Mac fanboys, yes.
and hysteria. I said hysteria as well, remember? I did say it. Okay, fine. We are going to take a break. When we come back, gaming section.